Today, I want to talk about something that I call Spirituality 101. And it's important for me to express this due to my history as an atheist. See, growing up in a fundamental Christian home left a pretty bad taste in my mouth. I got called blasphemous for questioning God, and I was sick of people apologizing for slavery in the Bible, telling me I didn't understand the context for why it's okay to beat people you own as property as long as they don't die. So when I was about 17, I made the decision to ostracize and cut myself off from my core family units in order to pursue the truth of the universe we live in. Small task, right? Now, I didn't really believe in the relevance of a God until about 2 years ago. I discovered a video titled Reconciling Science and Religion. And this led me to hundreds of other lectures by people attempting to bridge that gap. And I'd realized that I'd thrown the baby out with the bathwater, and I needed to go revisit my belief systems. Because on the real, God, the Bible, and the spiritual realm really speaks to the heart of many of our experiences here on earth. And after about a decade-long pursuit of the truth and a few years in the spiritual world, I feel confident in my delivery of what the hell these people have been talking about. And however, instead of giving an almighty entity the power, I am going to be giving it to you. And that is what Spirituality 101 is all about. Now, I want to begin by saying that in no way do I have all of the answers, or even that my way of thinking is the best. You could consider me a scientist, and in order to study the world unseen by the naked eye, I need a microscope. A lens or perspective that lets me see things in greater detail. So what I'm about to give you is what I would call the baseline microscope for reclaiming your power and improving your life. Call it whatever you want. The concept of 101 is that we all have the ability to change our emitting frequency, attract what it is that we want, and create a desirable life. Now, to make this as simple as I can, I want you to think about music. Music has the ability to attract or repel all types of people. For example, I personally think country music is lame. And if you like country music, you now probably think I'm lame. But there's nothing actually wrong with either one of us. We either are or aren't attracted to a certain type of song. And the reason is because of a word called congruence. Congruence simply means harmony, alignment, or compatibility. And we feel intimately whether we are incongruent with a certain type of song or not. And that's because just like we all have a unique fingerprint, we also have a unique frequency print as well. And this unique print is our spirit. And when a frequency of a song is in alignment with our own frequency, we feel incredible. So incredible that we'll seek out communities of people and dance and play and laugh and sing and anything in order to heighten the experience of what it means to be in alignment. Music makes it so simple because it is literally vibration. So to put it poetically, your spirit is the song that you truly love to sing. Your spirit is your frequency print. And when I use the word spirit from here on out, that's what I mean. So a lot of Spirituality 101 is about getting to know what you're honestly congruent with, accepting the nature of your spirit and what it is that you truly want out of life, free of the self-shaming. Only then can we begin to make genuine changes on the internal in order to make the external what we want it to be. So how did we get in so much trouble? Why are we all so out of alignment? And what can we do to change? Let me give you 4 of the most powerful and congruent notes in classical music history. Beethoven's Fifth, right? Dun 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 dun. Everyone is familiar with those 4 notes. Now, imagine for a second that it was dun 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 dun, dun 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 dun. It hurts me just to do that. It feels incomplete, right? Like something's missing. Now, a lot of you are living your lives like that because the spirit of Beethoven's song needed to be played a certain way in order to feel good, And even playing it any other way just feels like a parody off of the original. You are exactly the same. Your spirit, you need to be played a certain way. You need to be expressing yourself a certain way in order to feel good. Now, look, what got you here isn't your fault. In fact, what got us here isn't our fault. From age 0, day 1, you were told no. No, you do not get to be who you are. You will become like us if you wish to live. And when you're a child, you will do anything to fit in with the relational unit because you literally can't meet your own needs. And this carries in over to adulthood. We will match the frequency of our surroundings in order to get our needs met. This is called conditioning. Your parents do it, and then school does it, and then work does it, and then maybe even your spouse still does it. And we spend our entire adult lives suppressing parts of ourselves in order to make things work around us. So then the question becomes, how the hell do we retune our thoughts and actions, bring them in line with our spirit, and ultimately feel good about our lives? The key is this: everything is vibrating. Everything has a frequency print. If you want to make more money, you have to become congruent to the song that money wants to sing. If you want to date a lot of women, you've got to become congruent with the song that women want to sing. This works the other way as well. If you just sit around gossiping about your shitty coworkers, you're going to attract circumstances and people that are okay with that. But if you're actively and honestly seeking your path, you're going to ultimately cross paths with people that want to support you because they are doing the exact same thing. So here's the magic. Just like music, how you have no choice in being attracted to what you're attracted to, circumstances and things in life have no choice being attracted to what you're attracting. Now there is a fine line here, and in no way am I saying that you deserve all of the shitty things that happen to you or that you're asking for it. But if we were to zoom out or zoom in on the overall patterns of your life, we can use this vibrational law to see what and why things are happening to you, create a pathway through and out towards your definition of success. Now, I'm going to leave you with 2 activities to get you started on this journey. The first is music and dance. Because look, you have to get a firm, solid grasp on your spirit, what it's congruent with, and how to match those frequencies. And so this is a bit like a workout, but instead of working out biceps or legs, we're going to be working out your frequency attunement muscle. So pick a song, close the door, and start dancing. Don't try to do any moves. Don't try to impress yourself or a fake audience. Just be the song. Be the song to the best of your ability. Instead of you dancing to the music, try to let the song dance you and just see what comes out. And I would recommend music without words, like tribal music or instrumentals, because it can be a little distracting. But again, this frequency attunement muscle, as we train it, and you learn to align thoughts and actions with what it is that you want, it has no choice but to arrive at your door. And the final thing I'm going to give you is something I'll call a creation journal. And in your creation journal, you're going to write down a few things that you want, specifically, if you can. So a certain amount of money, maybe a type of car, a type of relationship, to master a craft. And even if it can't be specific, and maybe it's just I really just want to feel good, we can work with that too. So under this, you're going to write and complete the sentence, I am committed to, with respect to your goals. So if you're committed to mastering a craft, or if you want to master a craft, maybe you write, I am committed to practicing this 5 minutes every day. If you want a type of relationship, you might say, I am committed to accepting myself as I am every day, because that's a good place to start. And if you just want to feel good, make that your commitment. I am committed to doing things that make me feel good every day, right? and then follow through. Because commitment comes before clarity. And if you have the courage to follow through and pursue your commitments, even though it might be a little rough in the beginning, harmony is sure to follow. Hey, so let me know. What are you committing to? What do you need help with? What do you need support with? Does this make sense? Do you have any questions? And I'll see y'all in the next one.